when this is over, what did you produce? Because do not pray for God to help you with open doors. Do not pray for God to give you these different things and you didn't do your part. Because faith without works is dead. So if you didn't do your part while we were quarantined, why would God bless you? Why? Why does he need to bless you with an open door when you... Hello, everybody. Welcome to my corner.
Welcome to my corner. Let's have a talk now. From Miami to California. Check your girl out. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. That's right. That's right. Keeping it real, no games inside. Let's go. Welcome to my corner, y'all.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the corner. What up, CC crew? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing? Did y'all enjoy the story time? Oh, my ghetto love life. Just keep me prayed up, y'all. Okay, so look, I am back with the Purpose Talk because we have to talk. Like, we have to talk about this. Okay, so with this virus here, you're literally shut down. You are literally locked in the house. You cannot do much, or can you? So one of the things that I have been battling with is, like, I have been praying. I was like, okay, God, you know, what even in this virus, I know that there's something, what is it that you're trying to tell us? And one of the things that literally, it's an opportunity, okay? So the Purpose Talk today is, what are you gonna do next? What's next, okay? So with this virus, everything is shut down. The way you normally would be fast pacing, rushing to do, you can't rush anymore. There's literally nowhere for you to go. If there is places for you to go, I'm starting to question who your governor is, but you're locked in the house. There's nothing for you to do. You're not supposed to go out. You're supposed to be in the house. You're supposed to be quarantined. You're supposed to be keeping, what are you doing though while you're locked in the house? Okay, so I had this conversation with my dad, and he said, you know, this virus sucks and we hate that people are dying, but did anybody see what's happening? He said, from this virus, you now have to spend more time with your family. So marriages should be mended. You should fall in love with your family again. You should figure out what makes you tick. But here's the thing that God was showing me. You have time to produce. Yo, while we're stuck in this house, y'all better produce, okay? Produce. Do not waste this opportunity, please, for the love of God. I told my Instagram followers a while ago, I was like, yo, shout out to God giving us time to make the books, to make the movies, to make the t-shirt line. Literally, what will you show after we've been in the house for months? Two things. You're either gonna come out big and unproductive, or you're gonna come out here with a whole bunch of stuff accomplished. Literally produce, you guys. Like, seriously, do not waste the opportunity. Like, when we wrote our goals in 2020, my goals were a lot, and I was just like, I don't even know how I'm gonna have time to do this. Do y'all not understand? Let me tell y'all what I've been producing since I've been here. I have went into business with somebody, literally have a t-shirt line coming out. I will give y'all the launch date as soon as we get it finished. We have a soft launch date, but I don't want to announce it and then it doesn't come out. Yeah, I've been working on a t-shirt line. I started a movie script, okay? I literally started a movie script. I am 11 pages in. I went back and revisited the book that I started last year. I don't even like it, so I want to rewrite the book. I have fixed my resume. I've edited different, like, when I tell y'all the most important thing that I've been doing is working, and I'm not burning myself out. I'm literally working. Like, today I'll do this, today I'll do that. I literally sat and designed a whole entire shirt for my business meeting. I have a business meeting tomorrow with my business partner to show how much money I need to put up to do. When I tell you, one of the things that God cannot say that I did during this time was wasted. Because think about it, we don't have time we don't ever have time to work on anything that God has told us to do because we're so busy rushing to the next thing. Think about it. Every single day you wake up, you go to work from 8 to 5 o'clock, right? After you finish work from 8 to 5, you may go to the gym at 6 o'clock, but after you finish the gym, you're tired, so you're no longer working on your purpose. Now that this virus has happened, you don't work from 8 to 5 anymore. We work from home and we be late for the living room anyways, okay? So you work from 8 to 5, but now when you finish, are you working on your purpose? Are you producing produce? There's this sermon by Sarah Jakes where she's like, apply pressure. And literally, y'all, halftime is almost here, okay? Like, here's the first things first. For y'all that keep canceling 2020 because of 3 bad months, this is what me and the Lord had talked about. He said, if you can let a bad moment ruin everything I promised, your faith was never set on me anyways. I was like, oh, snaps. So y'all can cancel 2020 if you want to. 2020 is still gonna be dope. We almost at halftime. Tighten up. Like, I understand we're stuck in the house. I understand Kobe Bryant passed away. I understand. Hey, 2020 has been a little weird. I understand. But what I'm saying is, you have all the time in the world right now to produce, to work on your craft, to get a book out, to write a script, to start the YouTube channel. What are you doing while you're sitting here? You're just quarantining and not producing? Like, there's no way God has given us all this time and you're telling me you're not doing anything but watching us accomplish our goals. When all this ends, what will you have to show for it? When we get released from quarantine, what will you have to show for it? Did you accomplish half of the things that you set out to do for 2020? You probably didn't. Did you write the book? Did you even think about the book? You have time. What are you doing? That's literally what God has been punching me in the face with this whole entire time. When this is over, what did you produce? Because do not pray for God to help you with open doors. Do not pray for God to give you these different things and you didn't do your part. Because faith without works is dead. So if you didn't do your part while we were quarantined, why would God bless you? Why? Why does he need to bless you with an open door when you don't steward the small door that's here? You did not steward your time well. I literally was wrecked because I was like, you gonna Netflix your way for these next 3 months, or how many months you locked in the house? You gonna Disney Plus your way for the next 2 months, or you gonna produce? So literally, y'all, I have been writing scripts. I've been produce, you guys, produce. Like, do not put the seed in the ground, water it, and then not harvest and not do what you. Yo, go get your harvest this year. God is giving you time and the ability to do so. Do not let this year end without you not producing, okay? Like, don't let it end without you producing something this year. Like, because you had time. God is giving you time. Like, with this virus, unless you, if you got kids, you know what I'm saying, it's a little hard to produce. I ain't even finna lie. But even with that, figure out a time to get quiet where you can produce. There's no way, like, when this year ends, there should be no way you're sitting in the same spot that you were when you started it unless you did not steward your time wisely, okay? If you did not steward this time wisely and might make the book right, I didn't say send it to people, but did you write it? Did you start it? Have you been working on it? Yo, produce, please produce this year, y'all. God's giving you the time. So what's so crazy is all the pastors are literally, this is how I know it was God, because now other pastors are preaching it. Like Pastor Mike Jr. preached the same thing, and then I was in this live with Pastor Mike Todd and Transformation Church, and Pastor Tim said the same thing, and Uncle Kirk said the same thing, and I think he said, like, it's not a gift if you sit on it, it's a talent, because gifts are given away. I think that's what he said. I can't remember. But the point is, you sat on the gift long enough. It's now become a talent. Activate the gift, you guys. Give it away. Start something. How many times have I said you got to start somewhere? Yo, before it was like, I don't have time to start. I'm super busy. God gave you time now. God gave you time. What are you stewarding? How are you going to steward the time? Like, come on, man. He gave you time. Now I understand a lot of us are scared, and maybe the first step is to start with admitting that you're scared and then just ask God for the creative juices to flow. I don't know. I don't really know how to tell you how to start. I just know you got to start. Let me tell y'all something. I am proud of me for producing. Like, I ain't got no harvest, but I'm producing over here. Like, I'm really proud of what I'm about to take place in for summer. And I'm super proud of, like, me actually sitting down to write again, because I kind of felt like I didn't have anything else to say. And then I got this creative idea, and I'm low-key scared as to how I could think like this. I'd be like, oh, child, we need to go to therapy. Produce, please, produce. So what, want to know something so crazy? Okay, so y'all know I'm a military kid. I'm going to leave y'all with this. I am a military kid. My dad served in the United States Air Force for 25 years, okay? I lived all over the world. I lived in Japan. I lived in Germany. I lived in the Netherlands. I have seen the world, okay? If you don't know me, I am a total daddy's girl, okay? My dad is my superhero, okay? So my dad deployed, and deployed means like he was shipped off to another country to fight a war. Okay, so in 1990, either 1996 or 1997, my dad was shipped off to Saudi Arabia. And in Saudi Arabia, he preached this sermon, and he put up a clip of it years ago. And I was in my Facebook memories, and the clip is so for this season. I text him and I said, what's so crazy is the word you preached now is back in season. And so what my dad preached was they had just extended their tour in Saudi Arabia. So they had planned to go home, and the United States Air Force had given them 30 more days. And my dad said, okay, so here's what we can do. We can complain about having 30 more days, or we can use it as an opportunity to witness to somebody for 30 more days. We can complain about being here, or we can use it as an opportunity to build the kingdom. So what I want to leave y'all with this is this. I'm going to show you the clip. You got to listen real close because it's super old. It was recorded with the whatever them cameras were back in the day. I want to leave you with this. We have the opportunity. We have the opportunity to produce. When all this is over, did you waste the opportunity or did you produce? When we get out of quarantine, what did you do with your time? Because half of us are going to come out stronger, smarter, with new businesses, with books, and then there's going to be the other half that didn't produce. Be a part of the half that produced. Do not waste the opportunity. Start the YouTube, start the book, write the song. Whatever you do, produce. Do not waste your opportunity. Okay, I love y'all. Let's watch this clip. We'll be back in the corner next week.
Instead of saying, well, I'm just disappointed that we have to stay here another 30 days and mutter over that for another 30 days. Say, well, look, it's 30 days God has given me to bless somebody else. Yeah. 30 days that I'm going to go win 30 souls for the kingdom of God. But we can take it either way. We can mope and complain, or we can see the blessing that God has given to us, that we are isolated. You have a captured audience to witness to.